Today's topic is la negation, the negation. We have already done negation in class 9. It is just the revision, the recapitulation of the topic which we have already done. We can see that the first for any normal kind of sentence like this, I have taken j'aime le chocolat, where the article le la le has been used, where we just have to apply na and pa, and you know the basic, this is the basic negation which we have learnt. Na before the verb and pa after the verb, and n apostrophe is the verb which we have to use when the verb starts with the vowel, and after that pa. So let us just negate this using na and pa. J'aime le chocolat, the negation will be je n'aime pas le chocolat, like this. And similar, the same kind of sentence I have taken, but now for passé composé. Passé composé, what is the rule? We have already done. We always put ne before the conjugated verb. Conjugated verb in passé composé is here it is verb avoir, so we have to put ne before avoir and pas after avoir. So the sentence is il a aimé le film. The negative should be il n'a pas aimé le film. Like this we have to make negative of a normal sentence. Other than ne and pa, we have many other expression also which we'll see later, but with na and pa there are some condition also. For example, you have done it in class 6, 7th, 8th, that whenever in a sentence you find indefinite article yun de, or you find the partitive articles du, the, la, del apostrophe they, there we put na and pa, but these articles they all change to de or d apostrophe accordingly. The definite article do not change into de, they remain as it is, but the indefinite article and the partitive articles they do change when they are used in a sentence. For example, j'ai un crayon, here indefinite article un has been used, so let us make the negative using ne and pa. The negative will be je n'ai pas, this un is going to be changed into de, je n'ai pas de crayon, right? And then here je bois du café, here you can see that du café, du is the partitive article here, so here it will changed to de, it will be je ne bois pas de café. So it has been changed like this. Now other than na and pa, we have various other negative expressions, like in if it in a positive sentence, words like souvent, adverbs souvent, toujours, quelquefois, parfois, chaque jour, these have been used, then you will have to change it in ne jamais. This dot dot dot, as you know, is used for the verb here, so ne then verb and then jamais. For example, je vais toujours au cinéma, here toujours has been used, so we will change it to ne jamais. Here vais is the verb, so before that I am going to put ne, and after vais I am going to put jamais. Je ne vais jamais au cinéma. So the negative of toujours or souvent or quelquefois means sometimes, parfois also means sometimes, chaque jour means every day. For all these expressions the negative is going to be ne jamais. Then the next one we can see encore. If in a sentence encore has been used, encore means still, okay, so its negative is going to be ne plus. Ne plus means no more. So for example, il travaille encore au café, he is still working in a cafe, so we have to change it into negative. It would be just before the verb travaille I am putting ne, il ne travaille plus, so before travaille I have put ne, and then after that plus au cafe, he is not working in the cafe anymore. Now the next one, that is quelque part. If in a sentence quelque part or partout has been used, quelque part means somewhere or partout also means somewhere, okay, everywhere, right? Its negative is ne nulle part. We have done this. Let's see, I have made two sentences here, first in present tense and then we will go to the passé composé. Present tense is il va quelque part, so let us make the negative, so it will be il ne va nulle part. So before the verb I have put va, before the verb I've put na, and after the verb I've put nul part. But in passé composé, this is an exception. We have done two exceptions. First exception is this, that in passé composé sentence, if partout or quelque part, these expressions are used when we make the negative. Usually what we do, like in this we have done, we put before the conjugated verb we put na, and after the conjugated verb we put pa. But here this is an exception. Here we are going to put nul part after the past participle, not the conjugated verb. Okay, so it will be like this: il ne ale. I am putting it after ale instead of after a. I am putting it after ale. Il ne ale nul part. He did not go anywhere. Okay, now the next one. So there are two exceptions. One is this which we have just seen, and another one is the person that we are going to do later. Now the next one, let's see. If in a sentence deja has been used, its negative is ne pas encore. Okay, for example, j'ai déjà choisi cette robe. Its negative will be je n'ai pas. Before verb I've put ne, and after it I've put pas encore. Je n'ai pas encore choisi cette robe. Sentence was, I have already chosen this dress. So I have not yet, ne pas encore is not yet. I have not yet chosen this robe or this dress. Now see the next one. When in a sentence, expressions like quelque chose, tooth, only tooth, T-O-U-T, you have to be very particular about the spelling. Tooth means everything, or toutes les choses, all the things, beaucoup de choses, lot of things. If expression like these have been used in sentence, we will change them into ne rien in negative. For example, il achète tout, this is a present tense example. The negative will be il n'achète rien. And if it is a passé composé sentence, same rule. Before the conjugated verb avoir, I am going to put ne, il na, and after that I am going to put rien. Il n'a rien acheté, right? And quelque chose is removed from this, right? This ne rien can be used in the beginning also. If these expression quelque chose, toutes les choses, if they are used in the beginning, so negative expression will also start from beginning only, and the structure will be like, first we put rien, and then it will be followed by ne, and then will be followed by verb. Here two has been used in the beginning, so I will start with rien, and then as it is given in the formula, ne, rien, ne, and then the verb is here, this va, rien ne va bien, nothing is going fine. So the structure you should remember like this. Similarly, if in the sentence the expression like tous, T-O-U-S has been used, it is used for the people, everyone. Okay, tous ya tout le monde or tout le monde has been used, it used for the whole world, entire world. Or quelqu'un means someone. Its negative is ne personne, which means no one. So how we are going to change the sentence? Je trouve quelqu'un, present tense. So I am going to change it, je ne trouve personne, if you remember. Then if the sentence is passé composé, first exception we saw was quelque part, and second is personne. Here also we are not going to put it after the conjugated verb, we are going to put personne after the past participle. So it would be like, je n'ai trouvé personne. Right, so there are two exceptions. Similarly, just like rien, person can also be placed in the beginning, depend on the sentence. Here the sentence is starting with the tout le monde, so person will also come in the beginning. The sentence is tout le monde a compris, everyone has understood. So I am going to change it. The formula is personne plus ne plus verb. So it should be like this: personne, verb is avoir, compris, personne n'a compris, no one has understood. So these two can be written in the beginning also, tout and this rien and personne. And the next one, when in the sentence two nouns have been used using et or ou, and then as you know, for neither and nor we use na, ni. So how we are going to change the sentence? Just see, it is il aime le thé et le café. He likes tea and coffee. So let us make it. Now we are going to put just before the verb il n'aime. Then before the first object I am going to put ni. Le thé ni le cafe. So I am removing this et from between. Okay, and here, as you know, as I told you many times, that definite article we do not remove when we are placing ni and ni. Okay, similarly, il prend du thé et du café, here we have to remove. These are the partitive article. Partitive article you will always have to remove in such kind of sentence, and et also has to be removed from here. So sentence will be like il ne prend ni du thé ni du cafe. So they are intact. These articles are intact. Only thing we have removed et from between, right? So this is about na, ni, and na ocune. As you know, we used it for, we can use it like where they has been used, and then the noun has been given here. I have some animals, and in English when you say I don't have a single animal, for writing single we have to use in French ne aucune, and if the noun is feminine we can put extra e also with aucune, and then the singular noun. So what should be the plural, what should be the negative of this? It will be je n'ai aucune animal. I have made it, I don't have a single animal. Okay, so this is how we use aucune. And if you make the negative like je n'ai pas d'animaux, that will also be a correct answer. But if you don't want to use the apostrophe and animaux, you can use aucune also in this. Aucune can also be used in the beginning depending on the sentence. Like here the sentence has been given like tous les entreprises ont répondu, all the enterprises, companies have responded. I can use it in the beginning using this formula aucune. So I can write aucune entreprise, singular I have to make it, aucune entreprise n'a répondu. So here the verb is also changing into singular. Okay, so aucune entreprise n'a répondu, not even a single enterprise or company has responded. So this is about the negation. Hope you have understood the concept again. We have done the revision. Thank you.